Welcome to another edition of the Qatar podcast. And today we're going to do the watch along for Superman the Animated Series Season 2, episodes 22 to 24. But before we start off with our watch along, fixing my seat. Wait. Okay. Fix my seat. And we're in the road to 500 subs, and I thank you for all my subscribers. And replay crew are highly appreciated in this podcast. Basically, I watched Iron Man 2008, and I gotta tell you, it has a different feel from all these modern MCU movies. Well, that's it. And we have Sergeant Giratina on the chat. Thanks, man. Thanks for supporting this channel. And it's time to switch on Superman, the animated series, season 2, episodes 22 to 24. The title for the episodes are The Late Mr. Kent, then there's Heavy Metal, and The Warrior Queen. This was done in the 90s, and it's very good. And let's switch on to our player. Everybody, make sure that we're in zero, and we'll play the movie in five, four, three, two, and one. We have the Time Warner logo with Bugs Bunny. The intro for Superman, the animated series, is both classical and modern, and it has this feel of awesomeness on it somehow. Uh, it's not really dated, unlike the first few seasons of Batman, the animated series. So we have Tim Daly as Superman. Man, here. This is a technical glitch somehow. And what's up, Sin Havoc? Yeah, well, starting the watch along, and I'm having already having problems with uh, the series. Man, this bites. So I'm looking for a new. net server. I hope this won't be as bad as it started to be. Good evening, good morning, everyone. Yep, and I hope I can look for a very good server. We're starting solar storms uh, continue. Yeah, this is the problem with the internet nowadays. And yes, two earthquakes around Cuba, 6.5 and 6.8 on the Richter scale. Man, looking for a network that won't lag. The hell, this is getting tougher and tougher. Okay, I hope this plays. Oh no, kind of slow. And turn in, uh, turn on your players for Superman the animated series, and let's see if I can get this baby to play. Which is weird because it's not playing. Wow. Am I having uh okay. I hope this works. All this security check for getting weirder and weirder. I decided to stream earlier because I'll be watching Skywalker's the Jedi's the Zack Snyder R today, tonight, and I'm so here it is. I hope this plays. Okay, reset the right, and why is there still no trailer for James Gunn's Superman L? I wonder why. James Gunn is technically diverting funds from other WB series and funneling it to Superman L. Okay. The title of this episode is, of course, is The Late Mr. Kent. Maybe there's no trailer at all. Maybe there's no movie at all. And why are they promoting Zack Snyder's movies on toys and stuff? So continue to hashtag ZSJ, sell ZSJL to Netflix and sell Snyderverse to Netflix. Heard CCXP 24 was trash. Uh huh. Well, trash is trash. Tim Daly's Superman voice is so cool. It's better, even better than George Newburn's. Cell is the only way. Yeah, agree, Sinhava. Gunn talking about himself again. He is. That's one narcissistic bastard. Even more narcissistic than, I don't know, some other guy. This is how they portrayed Clark Kent, the investigative reporter, in this animated feature. And of course, Star Wars is dead if the rumors are true. I thought they're gonna do another trilogy, or is that only a press release? I watched Iron Man yesterday, and the first one, Iron Man 28, 2008, and somehow his enemy is the terrorist group, the Ten Rings, which of course is the same guys who got us who got us the Mandarin in Shang-Chi. It's so weird, man. I also watched the animated Iron Man movie, The Invincible Iron Man from 2007, and somehow I don't. It didn't age well for me. This is Clark looking for backup disc. Those discs are so old. Simon Kingberg is apparently doing the new trilogy, the same idiot who was responsible for the Fox X-Men. I remember Simon Kingberg, who handled the second trilogy with what movie is that? First Class, uh, Apocalypse, and Dark Phoenix. Well, you know what happened to those movies. So there are questions over Twitter if Clark Kent, being from the Midwest, will vote would have vote would have voted for Trump. It's really weird. Some people are thinking for. So this is why Clark was declared dead because he was there are witnesses. Those films flop. They flop. Yeah, real hard. Although I like uh, Days of Future Past and what that's the only movie I like from that batch. The X-Men were sort of reaches reach its peak in two movies, X-Men and X-Men 2. Then there's the Wolverine and later Logan, who which I think is overrated. And the last is of course Days of Future Past. Those are the movies that I like from the X-Men franchise. So I think someone who's trying to kill off Superman. Of course, Twitter is thinking about Superman voting for Trump because he was raised in Smallville, Kansas. Well, and Steve Rogers would have voted for Biden because let's face it, he's been written as a liberal since the 80s. This is the Superman will go crazy if he remains Superman all the time. That's the truth. He needs to be Clark. Oh man. So Twitter has promoted itself into being at least the number one social media channel out there again because before Elon Musk, Twitter was irrelevant. Timestamp 10 minutes 30 seconds. Man, it's so noisy out here. Superman continues to stalk Lois Lane. No buts nor if about it. But the values of Superman is not like that. So he's not a bad guy. Lois missing Clark. So just to remind you that the the animated series is based on John Byrne's Superman. The world is in for a serious reality check. A lot of change is inbound. A lot of people are going to Canada now. I wonder why. The changes. I saw Sergeant Giratina's tweet about looking for Hold My Dual Shocks, and I wonder where those two are. Oh, or three people are. They release the Thunderbolts official trailer plus another trailer. Uh, Bowman is the detective. The trailers were decent for Cap 4 and the Thunderbolts. Yes, it was. Uh, well, we'll see if Marvel is up to par this time around. The trailer. Although the Cap 4 trailer is, you know, yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully, they're actually good movies. Well, I think there'll be better movies if you confer compare them with what's that guy? Superman L. Ugh, I'm cringing over that movie. I mean, this cartoon is better, looks better than Gunny Poo's Superman L. We'll have a talking crypto sometime. Hey, did you hear that the documentary for Christopher Reeve's life, uh, Super Slash Man, is didn't even earn 100K. It just earned $89,000 on a 15 million budget. That should have that should have told us something. I like the fact that Superman is struggling whenever he does super feats of strength. It's the hallmark of the modern Superman compared to the Silver Age, Bronze Age Superman, where he's still super powerful. So this story is based on an early Superman story way back in the 1930s, where he convinces the judge to hold the execution of a criminal. 18 minutes is the timestamp. I thought Superman will inhale the cyanide gas. It seems that he did a flash thing. And good news, uh, the Flash will be the Flash 2023 will be aired on Netflix sometime this week or next week. This is so cool. So Lana Lang, do I sense a tad bit of jealousy on Lois's part? Lana, of course, is the one that got away of people with the LL initial in Superman's life. Oh boy, that trial is so fast. I mean, okay, that was practically a good episode. And Yeah. I rate this episode as a 7.5 over 10, just because. Now we're starting episode 23, Heavy Metal. This is the animated debut of Steel, John Henry Irons. Man, people are noisy, just talking about something here at the house. Okay, let's start with episode 23, Heavy Metal. Ta-na-na, ta-da-da, ta-da-da. You know, this is a really good animated series since its heyday in the 1990s, 1996 to 1998. Episode 22 has Superman against this corrupt cop. Episode 23 will see Superman, we'll see Steele's debut, Sergeant. It's the episode is entitled Heavy Metal. Timestamp is of course 1 minute and 20 seconds. Hey Josh, I love the Superman animated series opening and the theme song. Yeah, it's really good, man. It's really good. We have Josh in uh, in the chat. Steel is so cool. Although Steel reminds me of James Rhodes when he was Iron Man and later War Machine. Angela Chen, Bibo Bibowski. Bibo was a creation of Marv Wolfman or Roger Stern. And Josh said, "What's up, Dr. Qatar? Who is your favorite Superman villain other than Lex Luthor?" Well, there's Terraman, uh, Brainiac, and some other guy who wears the Superman costume, Cyborg Superman, Hank Henshaw. Yes, Sarge Brainiac is one of the best, and we almost had Brainiac way back in Superman 3. Yeah, computer, blah blah blah. But it's just a supercomputer, which is weird. I think it's all about the rights to use the character, and we almost had Brainiac in Man of Steel too. Yes, Girantina and Josh are in the chat. What's your favorite? Who's your favorite Superman villain? Girantina and Josh and even Sin. Who's your fave villain? Yes, Daniel Craig was supposed to be Brainiac, but it seems that Ganipu will have his own Brainiac for the movie he's making, which doesn't have a trailer yet, and the budget is growing and growing. Yep, I think DC Films is mismanaging uh, the f- the DC franchise. It sucks. Josh said, "I love Lord Darkseid." Darkseid first appeared in Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, way back in the late 60s, early 70s. And to those who said that Darkseid isn't a Superman villain, you're wrong, right? They invented John Henry Irons' steel during the reign of of Superman, when he sort of done homage to Superman when they thought that he died. Lord Darkseid. There's also Mongul, which is practically a copy of Darkseid. Sergeant Girantina said, "Yes, it sucks with Warner Brothers repeating the 80s old because their shareholders are obsessed with wanting a crossover between Marvel and DC to happen, which is why Gun's movie must fail." And I think this early Gun's movie is gonna fail. It will flop. Lex Luthor, Darkseid, Metallo. The version of Metallo from the Silver Age and the Modern Age are different. Although they did uh, quite a copy of the original Metallo during the early 2000s. Alan Tudyk, is that Tudyk, might be playing Brainiac in Superman L. It would be a funny Brainiac if he is going to play uh, Brainiac. That would be hysterical. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Now, this design for Metallo is based on John Burns' portrayal in Superman number one 1987. This sort of Terminator like Metallo. Man, Alan Tudyk. Did Alan Tudyk appear in Guardians of the Galaxy? These are the friends of Josh Whedon, honestly. That's Natasha Irons, another comic character that will be still. I like the fact that Superman is special because he's HDM, HMDS loves Alan Tudyk. So where are Hold My Jewel socks? Where are they? Haven't seen them in a while. I see Josh Herrera has been around for 11 years on YouTube and impressive too. Yeah, 11 years. I've been on YouTube since 2009, but I've I did the watch list, the watch alongs, the podcasts in late 2022 when they did Black Adam. So man, Metallo is angry. Timestamp 10 minutes and 55 seconds for this episode. They've gone into hiding, well, mostly on a business trip. I just don't understand why Katie, Andy, and Peter they would move to Louisiana if there's something important in Texas they need to go to. Oh, hmm, makes you think, right? I do miss Katie, Andy, and Peter. It hasn't been the same since they left last week. Well, I didn't notice it until I saw your tweet. Man, they got Superman in the hood. The most good-hearted of all the reign of Superman characters is, of course, Steel, the Man of Steel, John Henry Irons. Man, where's Superman? Man, this is so great. Man, hysterical. Yes, it's entitled Heavy Metal, and of an armored character with Superman, other than Steel. Yeah, it's Steel. Although the Steel here really looks like War Machine because he doesn't have a cape. There it is. Timestamp is 40 minutes and 14 minutes and 50 seconds. There's the hammer, there's the armor. It would have been great if they guessed Icon in this uh, s- animated series. I think I saw this episode you were watching, Qatar. I saw it when I was at my grandma's house when I was a kid. Actually, all this episode is this is my second watch of this episode because I was so I don't have access to these cartoons in 1986, 1996, or 1997 for this season. Ah yes, I even got myself a Metallo McFarlane figure too. Yeah, that's cool, man. It's uh it's not fun to be in the Philippines. To grow up here, we had retro cartoons. Yeah, and somehow the movies that were released in the theaters are not that updated. Yes, in Icon would have been cool in Superman the animated series. Yeah, still has this hammer. It's yeah, the hood. Superman is being bombarded by solar energy during my young younger days. The Superman I watched was the filmation version from 1966 to 1968. Then the Super Friends in from 1973. I missed out on a few, especially the the latter Super Friends during the 80s. What do you think of the interview from Superman and Lois actors confirming those notes? Ah, yeah, I told you, man. Gun diverted funds. And, man, Gun doesn't want anyone, any show to surpass his Superman L, which is so selfish of him. Hashtag Ponzi scheme. Yep, the Ponzi. It's amazing how Metallo is still alive. Even his kryptonite heart was pulverized. Yep. Superman in Steel. All right. So I rate this episode as an 8.5 over 10 because I kind of like Steel. So the late Mr. Kent is a 7, while this is an 8.5. Whenever, whenever Metallo shows up, you'll know it's going to be good. Yep, 8.5. Yes. Now we'll start with the last episode for today, episode 24. The net, the signal. Warner Entertainment. Did you read Absolute Superman? The comics showed Krypton in that particular universe, and Jor-El and Lara uh, looks like uh, Superman and Lois, the classic look. It's good, man. It's good. You should read it, and it's Superman in long hair, with her long hair. Lois Lane. It's Superman versus Lois. That's a spoiler alert. So we have Warrior Queen. This is Almerac. This was directed by Kurt Gedda. That name seems familiar. Maxima. There was a comic from the 2000. I think it was Armageddon 2001. Superman married Maxima. The design for this version of Maxima and the rest of the plan of this planet feels like apocalypse and New Genesis. They're looking for a mate for Maxima, Queen Maxima. That's Suzu. It seems that the planet Almerac looks like an offshoot of the New Gods, uh, New Genesis, and Apocalypse. What a bitch queen. Sazu is Maximus' aide. The chin. So the premise, of course, is Maxima searching for the perfect mate, and she found it in Superman. There's setting up Maxima. Man, this is a love story of sorts. Sort of like a boom tube. Timestamp 5 minutes 23 seconds for this episode. And I hope I can make it on Skywalker the Jedi's Zack Snyder R. Yes, like a portal, similar to a boom tube, maybe the same technology. Feel free to bow. My God. Okay, this is the time when Maxima is calling out Superman. Superman's betrothed. And Superman doesn't know who she is. This is a job for Superman. Look at the eyes of Maxima. And he's pissed. He's pissed off. She's playing with the spit curl. That was a cheap shot. This is a woman scorn. This feels like a battle royale. She's glad that Superman is her equal, and Superman's backing away. Almerac. she she got Superman. This is one of the best episodes I've seen in a long time. This is my second watch for this episode. He's dragging Superman via the cape. What the hell? Sazu just betrayed Maxima. It's called liberation. Spoiled, self-interested brat. Man, this guy is a bad guy. Totally. The scene is the prince that wants power in Almerac. So they have a device that transport people. It's a bracelet of some sort, unlike what Darkseid have. Darkseid has the mother box, and totally angry. She has the power to transform something into a sword. As leader, you serve the people; they don't serve you. That's a cool lesson. Sazu. You know who Sazu is, right? From Lion King. Superman battling a big tentacle. Man, what kind of creature is this? Oh man, reminds me of oh, reminds me of a tentacled monster. And yes, Giratina, Lion King. Uh, that got it. Timestamp 16 minutes 45 seconds. Man, this is getting exciting. Later, I'm not in the mood. And Queen Maxima is here, plus some loyal guards. I remember the cartoon of Justice League Guns and Monsters, the alternate Earth uh, movie where the Justice League are Zod, Man Bat, and Amazing Grace. The scene got caught. He follows Superman, and at least some uh, people are still loyal to Maxima. Dungeons and stuff. Excuse me. It's a start. Maxima is a spoiled queen. And that's it. There's someone for everyone. Someone was moving in my background. Yeah, that's my son. And freaking Lobo is here. That's my son walking past. There he is again. And yeah. All right, that's it for this watch along. I rate this uh, episode as an 8.5 also. The background is moving. Yeah. 9. All right. Thanks in Havoc. And yes, thank you for joining me in this short watch along. And yes, like, subscribe, and share this channel. Like the video. And yeah, fun stream. Thanks, Sin. Thanks, Sergeant. And we're off to Skywalker the Jedi stream, if it's already on. Yes, and Cell's the way. Mikey verse forever. I'm out of here. See ya.